Hades.
Hey there, I'm going to look into showing you another character. We're going to look at Hades now, so we're going to go into another mage. Hades is another example of a really great character for being able to go out on the battlefield, be versatile, and keep himself on the battlefield for a while, keep himself alive, when a lot of times he normally should be in trouble. He's very durable, and his abilities allow him to stay out on the battlefield a whole lot longer than a lot of other guys. So, like Ra, he is a great one to focus on building up his ability to reduce his cooldown so that he's attacking a lot. And he's using his abilities a lot. So building up his mana per second, and then building up his ability to just constantly attack with his abilities makes him a very frightening foe on the battlefield. Not just because he's the Lord of the Underworld. So let's take a look at his abilities. So starting with his passive is Blight. This is a debuff that most of his attacks do. And while the enemies are debuffed, the other abilities have additional effects. So Death from Below is a leap ability where he goes underground and he jumps up underneath all of his enemies, doing enemies to anybody in the area, or damage to any enemy in the area. The great thing about this is it applies Blight. The other thing is if they're already blighted, they are slowed. Shroud of Darkness is a cone that silences enemies within the cone. If they are blighted, they are also feared. So fear means they will run or basically do something out of control. And then applies Blight. And then finally Devour Souls. Devour Souls is an area attack that will just target foes in an area and do damage. If they're blighted, you get extra healing from it. So the great thing is about chaining abilities that cause Blight. Because the more abilities that cause Blight, the more additional effects you have. And with appropriate timing, you can do a whole bunch of horrible things to guys. So, name of the game with this, cooldown mana per second. Faster you can attack, the more effects you can trigger on guys. The more effects you trigger, the quicker they go down. Alright, so reducing your cooldown. Pillar of Agony is his last attack, and this is a great area effect ultimate that draws enemies into the ultimate. Only select evasions can actually get them out of it. I'm pretty certain it has a blight effect like everything else, but once I start drawing enemies in, they are trapped for my allies to deal with them, and for me to deal with them. So it's a great ability for basically getting guys stuck so that other allies can do their attacks as needed. So once you start chaining ultimate abilities, so you lock them in and then you have Cupid trigger his ability or anything like that, anything that'll add extra effects or take advantage of the fact that they can't escape your attack, works really well. Alright, let's go over here and top up and do some shopping. So we're going to start by working our way up there because I want the cooldown reduction. I'm going to go up the one of the trees for mana per second. There we go, that's up. Oh, I got hit by an ultimate. Dionysus came to play. Alright. Come on, we got this guy. There we go. So we got another one guy down. Okay. We want to build up our gold really quick. So killing minions is a great way to get your start building up the gold pretty quick. Like Ra, he has pretty good minion control, so you want to do a lot of that when you can. We got a bunch of guys there about to be in a lot of trouble, especially with Hades doing that. Let's trap them all in so that our allies can get the finish. And there we go. Oh, you guys aren't getting away. See, no escape. So he's also very mobile. He gets around the battlefield really, really quickly, which allows him to both get out of trouble and get in to cause a lot of trouble. Nothing shuts a guy down when you can just kind of pop in from literally nowhere. Okay, so they're picking on my poor team here. Alright, let's... There. So yeah. Oh, we're in some trouble here. We're gonna need to retreat there. A little bit more than I was expected to deal. Great thing is a lot of his abilities basically trigger one after another really easily. So it's very easy to get in, hit with one, chain into the next, and deal with your enemies without skipping a beat, pretty much. Okay, I need to go back. Uh-oh. Poor Flarebot got shut down. But he's back in the fight, so that's all good. Alright. Some healing. Let's take a look at my... I'm still a little shy of being able to purchase that. But I can get the second level of that. So let's improve my mana per second. A little bit more damage. There we go. Well, she's not getting away. That's not getting away. That's not getting away. There we go. So, I know you're thinking, oh, well, these are just AI foes. It can happen against anybody in the right setup, especially if you've got a brilliant team working together. You can end up with battles going really weird, or, you know, just with enough prep work and timing. Timing is everything. If you've got the timing, you can make plays happen. And that's anybody. Anybody can make a play happen. You just can't give up. That's a big one there. Alright, so we need a little bit more shiny. So I need that ability. Sadly, if I'd had the cooldown reducer, that would have been a lot of attacks I could have thrown in that little chain there. He's gonna go make a break for it. But these guys, oh. There we go. Well, as long as I get back to home... Oh, no, we're not gonna try for it. Sometimes it's better to just retreat, build up your resources, come back and get a bunch of kills later. As you can see, I'm got a decent balance between kills and assists going on here. Depending on the mage or class you're playing, you're gonna find that you're either gonna be doing a lot of one, more of the other, or something like that. You're gonna get a very interesting mix of. All right, just like so. But you find that the healing that he does with some of his abilities actually keeps him in a battle a lot longer than even Raw is able to sustain. Oh, come on. Oh no. Unless you do things like that where you get yourself into trouble like I just did, getting a little cocky. Thinking I could just waltz right in there and, you know, steal their shoes or something. Okay, so we're gonna keep working on his damage, so I can improve my damage penetration. Basically meaning if they have damage defense against magic, I can just get rid of it. And if I negate a lot of that, it means higher hitting enemies or higher soaking enemies like guardians and warriors can't soak as many of my hits as easily. Oh, I've been doing fairly well. My cooldown is tiny, like huge. Alright. Oh, poor Corneo. Hello, Medusa. Hello, Homebots. Ares doing his thing. As I should grab a relic. I'll grab Sanctuary. If I remember to use it, it might keep me alive. Alright, so in we go, getting ready to tussle some more. Oh. Let's do that. Aww. Down they go. Alright, got a couple of guys that are in kind of the bad health spot. They don't really want to... They shouldn't... Probably shouldn't keep themselves out there like that, because now... There we go. So 3 kills, all my cooldowns are pretty much good to go, and I'm almost back to full health. That, and down they go. Thank you, Ares. So we, with a bit of cooldown, oh hey, we're gonna take advantage of that. Oh, I got somebody. So now we just need to get rid of more of them. Oh, I didn't get that kill. Well, that's fine. Okay, so yeah, they're gonna hang out. Now my my one ability, Devour Souls, does actually heal my allies as well if they're in range. So that's kind of a very useful ability to have. So we're gonna get rid of you, get rid of you. I think he got most of the kills. Woo! We just wiped the board. Oh, they're back in. Yeah, there you go. So, if your team is on the ball and watching what you're doing, or you're communicating with your team actively, a well-timed ultimate makes everybody's life easier. Because you shut them all in, so they can't get away, and even if you can't kill them with your attack, you can definitely make sure that somebody else is able to finish the job. Because once you get into the late game, you start doing a lot of damage. And if you've got a really strong assassin or hunter or both nearby, you can put guys in the position where they're taking and dropping even some of the heaviest hitters, heavy warriors, heavy guardians, with no trouble. So, yeah, building up your ability to cast a lot of spells and cast them often is the key to success. And yeah, so there you go. That's Hades, another one of the mages.